Okay, Serena, are you listening to Grandma and Grandpa?
It's kind of hard not to. Grandpa talks so loud.
Hold on, your mother wants to talk to you.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Any leads on Christina?
No, not yet, but when there are, I'll tell you.
But you're hoping, right?
We're always hoping, Serena. I miss you like crazy, and I love you, okay?
I love you a trillion.
Okay. Bye.
Here, my turn. Hey, you. How you going there? Is everything okay? Did you see some of your friends, Sweet Pea?
Yeah, I talked to Neil. His parents broke up, so he's kind of upset.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, that's a very upsetting thing. But I happen to know both his parents love him a great deal, you know, and he's got you. It's very important to have friends that he can talk to about things like this.
Sometimes things can get pretty complicated.
Yeah, they sure can. They can get very, very complicated. Listen, Pumpkinhead, we have to go because we have this lead thing here we gotta follow up. Your dad hogged all the time, so I'll call you back and tell you to just go to bed and brush your teeth and say goodnight, okay?
Love you, Mom.
I love you, Sweet Pea. I love you, love you. Miss you. Bye.
I didn't want to tell Serena about the Natalie or the picture.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to get her hopes up if it's another dead end.
Right. Don't want her to be disappointed.
No, the kid can only take so much.
Dr. Sanchez to pharmacy. Dr. Sharon Sanchez to pharmacy.
Karen.
Yeah.
You used to be chief resident.
Oh, rumor has it.
Yeah, now, is any secret to running this blasted file system? I need to get some answers.
Well, you, sir, have come to the right place. Come on, follow me.
Dr. Totaro, Phoenix. Dr. Jennifer Totaro.
So, tell me what happened with Rachel already. Did she deny that she reported you to the County Medical Society?
No, she didn't. As a matter of fact, she was right out there with it.
Really? Getting a bit bold, are we?
Older than you know.
So, what'd she do? Flaunt her moral superiority? Threaten to call the police? Give you the proper tongue lashing?
In a way.
What do you mean?
She kissed me.
Allison, what are you doing out of the hospital?
Oh, it's okay. Kevin okayed my release. Where's Mom?
I don't know. I don't. He said he was leaving town. My guess is he's long gone by now.
Well, I've got to find him.
Wait, hey, hold on. Why don't you worry about yourself for a change? Take it easy until you get your strength back.
No, I can't. Not while Jamal's running from something that I did.
What are you talking about?
I am the one who killed Cedric.
What do you mean you killed Cedric?
Well, I followed him to the warehouse. Only he came back and caught me and... well, he was beating me up, and so I pushed him. And he fell down the stairs. Didn't Jamal tell you any of this?
No.
Yeah, well, I figured out what happened, but Mr. Macho still thinks that he needs to protect me by taking the blame.
Then he knows about you getting your memory back?
Yeah, he was there when it happened.
So Jamal must have known all along how Cedric died.
Yeah. He figured it out when he found me at the warehouse. Only, you know, he didn't know all the details until I remembered them myself.
Then why did he confess to killing Cedric?
No, he thought that he was doing me a favor, or protecting me. But then he realized that the only way for me to stop having those awful hallucinations was for me to know the truth, so he came back.
He risked a lot by doing that. Getting arrested, maybe even shot. Obviously, the guy really cares about you.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? But here's the really crazy part. It's not because I'm a Barrington or because I'm rich.
You sound surprised.
Well, I am. I mean, I've never had a friend like that before. Ever. You know, I used to think that having money just solved everything. That I could just whip out my gold card and make all my problems disappear. But not this. This is different. I can't buy my way out of this, or Jamal's.
Go to the cops. Tell them what really happened.
I did. But Detective Garcia thinks that I'm lying to protect Jamal.
I guess Cedric framing him for the numbers running didn't help.
Yeah, they're just convinced that he's no good. So, I'm just gonna have to find proof that he was set up.
Well, what proof? The cops have been all over that warehouse.
No, I will find something. And I will not stop looking until I do.
Lucy, it's been a while since we've tried to pull a stunt like this.
I know. What are you saying? You don't think we can pull it off?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a lot at stake here.
I know. What's at stake, pal? Our whole family. That's what is at stake.
I know, and when there's that much at stake and you start to care too much, that's when you make mistakes.
Wait a minute. What are you saying? We're supposed to pack up and just go home, forgetting the fact these people said they had Christina. If we do what they want, they said we maybe could have her.
I know. They said for you to come alone.
That's right. They did. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there alone, and I'm going to take the money. Give me the money, please.
I just don't want you to think it's that easy.
Hey, sure, of course it's that easy. You can't con a con, can you? Remember? That was always your famous saying, what we lived by.
Well, one of them. I mean, we have pulled off a few things, and you were pretty good.
You were better.
You're just saying it.
Yeah, I am.
Now listen to me, all right? Now this is tricky, all right? Somebody could get hurt. I don't want it to be you.
It's not gonna be me. I am not afraid to take a chance these people are telling the truth. I'm not afraid to stick my chin out.
That means taking a punch in that chin?
Yeah. Come on. When you look at this picture, don't you think it's worth it? Look, maybe wishful thinking, but I think her hair actually got a little bit longer, and, you know, I don't really remember that tooth on the bottom there. Tell me when you see this face that this is not worth it.
If it's getting us back together again, it's worth it.
You're not gonna try and stop me?
Like I could.
No. Okay. Well, then, all you can do is wish me luck.
I wish us luck.
Dr. Honeybound, pediatrics. Dr. Shelley.
Rachel kissed you? Oh, that's disgusting. Now you've got cooties.
Well, I'll admit, I do feel slightly contaminated.
Ugh, that's it. I'm killing her right now.
No. That's just overreacting a little, don't you
That
think?
predator violated
Oh,
you.
come on. It wasn't even a real kiss.
Oh, excuse me. She put her cold, hard, thin lips on your beautiful mouth. Oh, where I come from, that's a kiss.
I think it was just her way of acting out whatever bizarre thought she has swimming around in that toxic dump of a mind.
Okay, so Rachel just walks up to you and kisses you. Just like that. That's weird, even for Rachel.
Actually, I think she was trying to prove something.
Yeah, that she's certifiable. We already know that.
But in some strange way, I think she's in kind of a weird competition with Grace.
So she's jealous of a ghost. This is bizarre, Kevin.
Yes, and scary. She's definitely upped the ante in this whole revenge fantasy. That's what this Charlie thing is all about.
You know, and she has the nerve to accuse you of misconduct. That's like the pot calling the kettle black.
Well, now this kettle has to face an ethics investigation. So we'll see.
Well, I would kiss you for luck, but who knows what disgusting germs are still lingering on your poor mouth. Ugh.
Dr. Honey.
You know, Brigitte de Gaulle gave me cooties when I was 7. And as a doctor, you know that once you've survived cooties, you're immune.
Brigitte de Gaulle, huh? Gee, you never told me about her.
Well, I didn't want to get into the whole cooties thing. Now that's more like it.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier, wasn't it?
Just give me 1 minute. I stumbled across this shortcut for getting test results without having to download the patient's entire file.
That's a useful detour. How do you do it?
Okay, here we go. First, you punch in the patient's ID number.
Oh, it's Heller. It's KRH
RH
4086.
086. Okay, and then the code number for the test you're looking for?
It's a UA.
Code 474. Okay. There you go. The UA you ordered. All protein levels normal.
Good. Good work. Thank you. Now, what's this?
Oh, looks like the computer pulled up another of the patient's tests. That's weird. This never happened before.
Antigen screen. I didn't order that test.
Well, my loyal and helpful colleague, Dr. Locke, has filed a complaint accusing me of improper conduct.
Improper conduct? In what regard?
For treating a patient at the Port Charles Hotel,
Well, why at the hotel and not in your office?
because she made it clear she wouldn't be comfortable at the hospital.
She? How old is this patient?
18.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, Gail, you know me better than that.
Well, of course, I know you. But the people hearing the complaint don't. All they're going to know are the charges. And given your history...
Well, that's all it is a history. Besides, I had good clinical reasons to treat her at her hotel instead of here. She was anxious, she was fearful. And you know better than anyone that unless a patient feels comfortable and safe, it's impossible to help them.
But usually, a safe place is a clinical setting.
Not in the case of this patient. Gail, I can't believe I have to sit here and defend myself to you.
Well, you don't.
Well, it sure as hell feels like it. Sorry.
Kevin, look, I know this must be very frustrating for you, but you have got to consider how all of this is going to look to the medical society.
As it was, a doctor treating a patient.
A female, young female patient alone in her hotel room.
Well, if I'm guilty of anything, it's putting my patient's welfare ahead of appearances.
Don't kid yourself, Kevin. Just the appearance of impropriety can be very damaging.
Well, I'm surprised, Gail. I never thought you'd be out to hang me.
I don't know why you're getting results from a test you never ordered.
You're the computer wizard around here.
Well, maybe another doctor ordered it?
Without asking me first.
Under usual circumstances, they wouldn't.
Well, there's nothing usual about this. This is more than just a computer glitch.
Dr. Wexler and I will not be sharing any more patient information with you until you tell us whether you are staying or leaving.
Has she always been this bossy?
Yeah, pretty much. But you know what? I have to agree with Dr. Lambert on this one. You know, we can't be sharing GH's secrets with every patient in the port kind of guy. No, I see you. Gotta run.
All right, joke's over.
No, that's no joke. So what's it gonna be? Doctors Without Limits or GH?
I'm still weighing the pros and cons, so be one of the pros. Check that data.
Really? You're asking me for a second opinion?
Did you order an antigen screen?
No. It's Mr. Heller. Why would I? Came in for diverticulitis.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Oh, boy. Boardman's really going to be up in arms when he finds out about this one. Unnecessary tests.
Think so.
Dr. Thornhart, Dr. Sterling, says she's from Doctors Without Limits.
I better take that.
Yeah, you better. Excuse me. Do you really want to leave now? Things are just starting to get interesting.
Natalie, there you are. I was afraid you weren't going to show up again.
No, I had to be careful. I wasn't followed.
Fine, well then, where is she? Where is my daughter?
Oh, mon Dieu, I couldn't bring her here. I couldn't risk it. Where is your husband?
You told me not to bring him. Come alone.
And he let you?
Well, of course he did. He couldn't do anything to stop me anyway if he tried.
My Philippe would kill me if he knew.
Look, Natalie, this is all very nice. It's great that you're this brave, but I have the money. It's here in my purse. I have lived up to my end of the bargain.
Then I will take you to your daughter.
Where is she?
You'll see.
Okay.
Gail, I'm aware that my sessions with Charlie could be viewed as something out of the ordinary, but this didn't start out as an ordinary case either.
Was she a medical referral?
No, Lucy phoned me about a runaway girl that she'd taken in. Her name is Charlie McMillan. She was having terrible nightmares, and Lucy asked me to come to the hotel to see if I could help her.
And was that your first session?
Not formally, but it was the first time we met. And once I got her calmed down, I asked her if she'd like to come and visit me at the hospital. Just the idea of it seemed to frighten her. And she made it clear that we would either work in Lucy's hotel suite or not at all. She needed help, Gail. And if there's anything I've learned from you, it's that a patient needs to find help the way they need to.
Well, I'm not questioning your clinical judgment.
Just my judgment in general.
In this particular instance, yes, Kevin. I don't doubt your integrity for 1 minute. You know that. I've always admired that in you the most. And I'm not just saying that because I'm your boss or your therapist, but because I am your friend. But unfortunately, the medical society is very sensitive to this kind of charge. You know that. They have to be. And well, it just sounds as if Rachel has made a very persuasive complaint.
So you're saying it's up to me to prove my innocence?
Exactly. Not only because of the medical society, but because of the hospital. The last thing in the world that GH wants or needs is some sort of scandal.
Well, I'll say it right now. I have no intention of stopping my sessions with Charlie.
Well, as her doctor, that's your call. But I think you should consider a great deal before you make a decision.
As far as I'm concerned, there is only one consideration, and that's the welfare of my patient. And she still needs treatment. Besides, if I were to stop now, that would only give credence to the idea that I'm doing something wrong.
Well, perhaps this Charlie could speak on your behalf. If she could tell the medical society that you've done nothing improper or unethical, that would be very beneficial to your defense.
I don't think I like the idea of involving her in this.
No, of course you don't. But I want to make this very clear. Like it or not, and I don't, you could lose your license over this, Kevin, and your career.
It is tempting. No, yes, Molly, and I do miss the work and some of the people. But I'm not sure Carlisle is ready to lock horns with me again. Yeah, you know me. Always like to go where I'm useful.
Heads up, everyone. Incoming multi-car crash on Route 93. Critical to walking wounded to not critical. Let's go.
Got victim number 1. She became altered in the rig. 2 more bringing up the rear.
I started something here. I need to see it through.
Hey, Thornhart, you in or out?
Send me a postcard. I'm in.
Don't! You're hurting me!
You're not so pretty, are you? You did real good, baby.
Who's there?
tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles. You stayed because you didn't have the heart to leave me.
I'll be right behind you, nipping at your heels until the day I see justice done.
Christina? Christina? Scott? Oh my, Scott!
An all-new episode of All My Children is coming up next. But if you found yourself short a couple of children this week, find the missing ones with the All My Children Marathon. Sunday at 6:30 p.m., 3:30 Pacific. Only here on SoapNet.